everyone. My name is Maria, and this is my first attempt of doing a travel vlog. I love traveling, and I've been doing a lot of that, usually solo. So a lot of friends say, why don't you do a vlog? I mean, all this time, I usually share my pictures on Facebook, but Facebook has become so twitchy lately, and I thought maybe it would be better to maybe do my photos a little bit like a kind of a slide show, and with my commentary about what you're looking at. Also a few little filmed bits. I have to admit I'm not very good with these filmed bits. I always feel a bit sort of awkward and self-conscious, like bringing out the camera and talking to it. I know that some don't have any problems with it, but I've seen so many stupid videos on the internet, so I should stop feeling that. But this first one coming out now, that is actually from Peru, winter 2023. So yes, it was a while ago, but I'm very slow with everything. But now when I'm starting to upload, there's going to be a lot more of them coming, and I have like Indonesia, and I also got Argentina and a few more up my sleeve that I can start to put out. I hope that a lot of people will follow, and if they do, I might be able to make a little bit of cash. But to be perfectly honest, I'm not doing this to get cash. It is more because I want to share my experiences. I've always been like, I was an actress when I lived in London for a very long time, but I'm originally from Sweden, and I moved to London, and there I worked as an extra in a lot of films. I was also studying history, and I was taking tourists around London. Too expensive to live there. And I have moved to Berlin, and here I work as a tour guide. I also write a little bit for a webzine called slavestate.se that is in Sweden. But enough of me talking. I will now like switch over to some of the videos that I made, and hopefully you will enjoy this. It's the first time I'm doing this, so I'm sorry if my editing is not very good and so on. But please bear with me. Practice makes perfect. But this is the first one. This is me going to Lima in Peru, and the first day I'm meeting a very old good friend of mine, Kevin. He used to work at this crazy place where I worked at in London. It's called Alien War. By the way, a colleague of mine, Paul King, I've never actually met him in person, but he's like a big fan of this Alien War, and he made a really good documentary about this. It is a short one. It's got interviews with me and a lot of footage when I was young and pretty. No, I've always been a bit like a tomboy. But if you want to, you can check it out. It's Paul King. It's called Beneath the Streets of London, the story of Alien War, and I can really, really recommend it. If he gets enough feedback from this, that means that he can make a full-on documentary about it. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling about a lot of things, and you're going to see some video clips of me leaving Berlin, where I live, and arriving in Lima a little bit worse for wear, and then meeting up with my friends and seeing a little bit of Lima the very first day. So thank you. I love traveling. It is my life. And a lot of people wondering, how can you do it alone? I'm going to Peru, and I'm very excited. I'm going to visit an old friend. I used to work with him at a crazy place called Alien War in London. And I haven't seen him for, I don't know, about 10, 15 years. I think I saw him maybe at the 20th anniversary of Alien War. This year was the 30th anniversary. So I'm at Berlin Brandenburg Airport at the moment.
I'm waiting for my flight to Madrid, and from Madrid I'm taking a direct flight to Lima. It is now around 7 o'clock here in Berlin, Germany, and in Lima at around 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. It's not going to be fun, but yeah, it belongs to it. And I'm really looking forward to this trip, and I'm going to keep everyone updated as I go along. So I hope more and more people are going to enjoy it or see you, God, probably in Lima, and I probably won't look as fresh as I'm doing now. Okay, I made it. Here I am in Lima in Peru. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning here in Peru. The flight went well, apart from some very annoying people. The first flight to Madrid, there was this crazy German guy shouting at everyone that they were idiots, or I don't know what it was. People started to leave the seats next to him, and at the end, I think the police, when we landed, I think the stewardesses and stewards held him down while the police came. So we were a little bit late coming out, which was stressful for some people. For me, it was fine, but yeah, there's a little bit of drama on that first flight. But I made it in time to the second flight here to Lima, and yeah, they had great films on the flight. Like I watched Renfield, which was gory fun, and also Elvis, which was quite interesting. And but I had annoying people as well. I tried to sleep, but there was a kid in front of me throwing biscuits in my face, and there was another kid behind me kicking the seat, and they were both screeching, and yeah, I can't say that I felt very maternal to any of them. I just wanted them to shut up and stay still, basically. So I got about maybe 4 or 5 hours sleep. I did get a little bit. With Iberia, I did like the meal we were served. They had a really nice vegetarian kind of option, like a potato gratin, which was very nice. But in the morning there were only like meaty things, which I didn't like, and the toilets in the morning were disgusting. There was no paper, all the paper was on the floor, it was wet, it was ugh. I don't know if people have been sick in there or what's been going on. Anyway, now when I'm in Lima, I'm not going to walk around with this gimbal and this camera on the streets. I did read up a little bit on Lima. I don't think it's more dangerous than any other big cities, but it is a poor city, and I did read warnings not to walk around with visible cameras and things like that. So I'm doing a little bit of filming here, and then I will whip out my phone now and again and film little bits of what I will see. I'm going to meet my friend in about 2 hours. I took a very shaky bus, a public bus into Lima, where I met my friend Kevin. Here you can see the coastline. Okay, weather was not the best, but it's still very pretty. Here's Lima, bustling and lovely, and there we have a lion. Is that also a symbol of Lima? Here's my mate. So I met my friend Kevin in Miraflores. Quite near there was a little park, Park Kennedy, where cats are allowed to roam free. As you can see, there were many, many cats, and the locals, the businesses around there, they feed them and make sure that they are safe. Very cute, and you can see what a nice park it is as well, right in this very affluent area, which is called Miraflores. So next to it, you have a memorial for the 16th of July, 1992, when the communist terrorist organization killed about 25 people with a bomb they called the Shining Path. There's a nice church here as well. in the park next to this little square, we have some Incan pre-Columbian artifacts. There's a big jug here, and we have the Palais de Art, which is an art museum. There's also a lovely kind of decorated bull there. Right next to this area, we had some pre-Columbian ruins. So here I am again trying to film a little bit. It's a huge site. Doesn't seem to be any end to it. We're just walking around to try and see if we can find an entrance into this big kind of ruin site. So we never found an entrance because it was Tuesday and it was closed. But this big ruin site is called Huaca Puclana, and it is over 1,000 years old. It is before the Incas. It's the Varis people that built up this big temple complex. We took a walk down the Malison de Miraflores. This is a big beach walk, like a strand promenade. We can see there's like shopping malls here. There's a statue reminding us about the old Inca Empire. You can see the condor there. And here is an old pier from the beginning of the 20th century. A lot of modern buildings here, a lot of luxury hotels. And Christmas is very early in Peru. This was at the beginning of November. I think it was the 7th of November, but they already have the Christmas decorations up. Paddington Bear, well, he's supposed to be from Peru, even though they don't have those kind of bears. So we quickly went home to Kev, and here you can see his cute dog. He lives in an area called Chacarilla. It is a little bit further up north. You can see the mountains here. And not very far away from where he lives, we have this excellent gold museum that we visited. I mean, it's not every day I go to Lima, so better see everything.
They carve the gold in wood. This the same frieze. I mean, the warriors behind the Lita, no?
Yeah.
They have the funeral mask in their faces. Mm-hmm. These are part of the earrings.
Yeah.
Ornament of
Yeah.
the earrings.
You see that?
Oh, wow.
These things.
They are
Earrings.
huge.
Yeah.
In one moment, I'm going to show you.
And that's like
the
an old
tube,
the
no,
tree.
they
That's
put-
the tree of life thing.
Yeah.
This is the headdresses in order to put on the top the crown.
Wow.
It's part of the ornament from the crown. Mm-hmm.
The museum has a large collection of gold, mainly from the Inca time. So the Inca Empire, it started in Peru in the late 13th century. It wasn't going to last for that long, till about the mid 16th century, around 1533, when the Spaniards arrived, and then you had the Colombian era when it all went down, unfortunately.
That must have hurt. No? Wow. They have to trepanate. After when they finish, they have to cover by one year. After the operation, they could survive after the operation. How many years? 10 years. No perfect unless they walk, they talk.
Oh, so how many years did they survive after this?
1,000 years before Christ.
But how long could they survive after they drilled the hole?
10 years more.
10 years more. Just
10 years more.
Whoa! And they put a gold plate over the hole.
They survive. They survive after the operation. It's
Wow.
incredible.
Absolutely.
It's more.
So trepanning or trepanation is something that started before the Incas. So these skulls are actually not from the Incas; they're from the Vari people, which were prevalent in South America, in Lima, around 600, year 600, up to the 12th century, and then in 13th century, the Incas took over. You can see a lot of mummies here, also skulls from enemies. It was supposed to be like a sign of power to carry these ones around. You have some mummies here. You can see the tattoos there from the Vari people as well, and all the ceremonial outfits. So this trepanation operation, that was there to let out the evil spirits, and also if they had like headaches or maybe they've been injured. This mummy has actually got a baby. You're going to see an overhead view now. Can you see there is a baby there as well? So they buried her together with a baby. This is just some ceremonial jewelry, and it's really nice. Look at her little face; it's so cute. Here we have from something even further back. This is probably from the Nazca people that made the mysterious Nazca lines. We have a big burial chair there. This is an amazing ceremonial outfit made out of silver and a reconstruction of a burial place. Upstairs, they had a huge collection of weapons. These are from the Napoleonic era, of Napoleon Bonaparte. There are some very fascinating objects upstairs. Here we have some French uniforms from the beginning of the 20th century. And these are Nazi ones, which is not really allowed in Germany, but this is South America. We got a lady's gun here with blood and honor and a picture of Hitler engraved on it. Very, dubious stuff. We got some sabers and swords here. This knife belonged to Tutmosis III in Egypt 1,200 years before Christ. And this car was just in such a mess, I had to film it. Well, this is the end of my very first attempt of doing a vlog. I know this is rough, but I'm an amateur and I'm also very untechnical. And I refuse to use AI. I really don't like AI. So yeah, it takes a while. It does. I hope that people are gonna enjoy my little kind of video photo diaries of my travel. So this was the first day of my time in Peru. So I started out with Lima. There will be a part 2 hopefully next week. And in that one, you're going to see a little bit of the arty, sort of trendy area, Barrancas, some art galleries and so on. It's going to be quite a nice, relaxed video. After that, we're going to get really serious because I'm going to go up in a small little plane, a very scary one, to see the Nazca lines. I'm going to meet sea lions and, no, not sea lions, seals. And I will also meet penguins, the cute little humbled penguins. You're going to see me more mummies. And then I'm going to go on the huge Machu Picchu Inca trail. As you can see, I'm not the youngest person, but I'm young at heart, and that was hard work, I'll tell you that. But at least I did it. So you're going to get a lot from that. So all this is to expect from my Peru diaries, and I'm going to get better at this editing lark. I hope so, and not stumble on my words all the time like I'm doing now. So I hope you enjoyed. If you do, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends if they're interested in photography, if they're interested in history, if they're interested in travel. I would love if my small little project could grow. I'm not here to make big money, but it would be nice if some people watched and maybe I get a little bit of cash so I can get better equipment. I'm going to get like one of these Pro Plus cameras and so on for my future travels. But thank you for watching this, and I hope you enjoy it, and I see you next time.